Hi everyone, Kerrie from Conversations at Kerrie's Korner. How are you on this terrific Tuesday from Texas? Thanks for joining me today. Conversations at Kerrie's Korner is all about talking about the facts, talking about what's going on in our world today, talking about what's going on in our country today. And there's a lot today. And it's a big, big, big story. The whole purpose of this podcast is to bring to your attention things that are happening that we need to talk about as a country, as a society, in our neighborhoods, with our family, with our friends, with our circles, and come together so we can make change. That's what this is about, talking to each other, understanding the things in our society that we need to fix, the problems that we have. And today, unfortunately, we are witnessing the unfolding of a cover-up that I feel will be cataclysmic to the political establishment, to our country. I think it's going to be bigger than Watergate by far. There's going to be so many people involved in this cover-up. Every single left-leaning media outlet is complicit in this cover-up. And I'm talking about the cover-up of Joe Biden's health while he was president of the United States. It was an organized, systematic effort from the left and the propaganda news media in the United States. They are all complicit in this massive lie and cover-up to the American people. And I feel each and every person involved in it should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And if treason is part of it, so be it. Thank goodness most of the American public saw through it and they didn't re-elect Joe Biden. Just think where we would be at this moment today. If he had been reelected, would they tell us now that he has cancer? Or would we still be assuming that he's okay? Because doctors are coming out today saying that in order for Joe Biden to have stage 4 prostate cancer that has metastasized, he would have had to have this cancer for years. Years. Not months, not a year, 4 years. So where would we be today? We would be 5 months into the presidency, and the president announces that he has terminal cancer. One option. Second option is we wouldn't know about it at all. They would just continue their lies and deceits. That's more than likely where we would be. And then in a few months, or however long the man has, we would be facing the death of a sitting president. The irresponsibility of this cover-up is cataclysmic. It is bigger than Watergate. It is far more reaching than Watergate. There are more people that are at fault in this cover-up. Every single media outlet is at risk, because they have perpetuated the cover-up. They've known about it, and they did it anyways, and they lied to the American people. Think about how many lives have been lost and were lost in this presidency. The young children that were raped and murdered by illegal aliens. The young men and women that were sold into sex slaves. The men and women that died during the Afghan withdrawal. I mean, I can go on, and every single person that participated in this cover-up is responsible, and they have those deaths on their head. They are complicit. You do not get to lie to the American public with no consequences. And if it ends up that this is treason, then it's treason, and they should be prosecuted with the full extent of the Constitution of the United States. Think for 1 second what could have happened. We were this close to the Third World War. We gave money to the Iranians. They now have a nuclear weapon. The Middle East is in shambles. All while these people knew he was not running this country. So who was? Was it his wife? Was it his son? Who was it? The American people deserve to know the answer to that question. And those people must be held accountable for the deception, for the lies, for the cover-up that Joe Biden was physically and mentally capable of running this country. He obviously was not. Just think what could have happened. How dare they risk our lives, our livelihood, our way of life, our families, and our future? It's not okay. You have television shows like The View, who today are, all they're talking about is, oh, it's so sad. Yeah, it is sad. It's sad that the man has cancer, but it's even sadder that we have been lied to and that they have participated in it. They have encouraged it, all for one reason and one reason only. Anything and everything to prevent Donald Trump from winning the White House. And it still goes on today. They will do anything they can to destroy this administration. They don't care about what happens to you and me. We're not relevant. We're not even part of their conversation. It's only the top 20% of this country, which is the left. And the left group, Hollywood, the elitist, the oligarchs. The top 20% of this country is the left. The rest of us, I hate to tell you, we don't matter. We are expendable. The View proves this. We must, as American citizens, demand full disclosure of this cover-up. We cannot let Watergate happen again. We cannot just turn a blind eye and a deaf ear again to this cataclysmic cover-up that could have destroyed every single life and future because these power-hungry liberals, Democrats, will do anything, tried to do anything they could to keep their power, and they still today will do anything, say anything to destroy this current administration, which will affect you and me and our life. We cannot allow, shame on you, shame on you. No. Prosecution to the full extent of the law. Anybody that is found complicit in this cover-up must be held accountable, must be prosecuted, and I'm sorry, must go to jail. You do not get to use your power to mislead, misinform, and place the American public in danger. That's what they did. I hope you start to talk about this issue. I hope you get yourself informed and you get out there and you do as much reading as you can. Find the information out. Listen to non-biased reporters like Megyn Kelly, who do call out the current administration, who do call out the left, who has our livelihood and our futures as her priority. the welfare of this country. Are you going to just turn a blind eye? And are you going to become deaf to this massive, massive cover-up? Or are we going to unite our voices and demand every single complicit person be exposed and be held accountable? And remove every single sitting political appointment who is involved and ban them for the rest of their life. There must be they must be held accountable. There must be accountability. This cannot happen. The American people cannot be just pushed aside, and that is exactly what has happened. This is a pivotal thing, and I am very sorry the man is sick. I really am. He's a human being. He has a family. I don't like him. I don't like what he stands for. I don't like what his family stands for. But that's just my opinion. Nobody should have to suffer. I have cancer in my family, I know. It's a horrible thing, and nobody should ever go through it. But when you are in the public eye, you take an oath to protect this land from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And this is a violation of that oath. You do not have the right to mislead the American public because you are so desperate for power. Please talk about this. Read, find out, watch, and then we must be united in demanding anyone that is complicit in this cover-up must be held accountable. It's not okay. There was no real punishment with Watergate. Yes, people went to jail, but there wasn't real punishment. This could have destroyed this country very, very easily. And we cannot let that ever happen again. We the people. Conversations at Kerrie's Corner, that's what this is all about. Just making sure that we are talking about things that are important to our world, our society, our country, our neighborhoods, our lives, our families, our businesses, our careers. Talking about them. We used to be able to talk about these things and come together for change. We got to get back there. We got to unite. We got to work together for the best interest of the entire nation, not just the top 20%. By talking and listening and respecting. The left doesn't respect us. Not all of them. I have friends that are Democrats. It's not all of them. A lot of them feel betrayed. A lot of them have no idea what was going on. I respect their decision that they don't agree. They respect my position that I don't agree. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the evil people that have taken advantage of you and me to hold on to their power and to ignore the safety and security of our land. That's not okay. Podcast number 1 today. The developing massive cover-up of our previous president, Joe Biden's mental, psychological, and physical health. And mark my words, this cover-up will be bigger than Watergate once it's all said and done. I hope you join me again at the end of the week. We'll have podcast number 2. This is the first one for the week. I do 2 a week, and please share. Talk about this. You don't have to agree. We all need to talk about it, though. We all need to know what's going on. We need to be informed, and the way we do that is by sharing, talking about these issues, coming together and working them out, talking about them with respect, dignity, and listening. When we do that, we can make real change. I believe that because I know it's happened before. So please join me twice a week. I'm Kerrie. I'm the owner of Konversations at Kerrie's Korner. Thanks for joining me today on this terrific Tuesday from Texas. God bless you, and God bless our amazing United States of America. See you the next time.